Well, hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting into the Halloween mood, revisiting a classic Halloween palette from Colourpop. This is the Gather Round Sisters palette, which was in collaboration with Hocus Pocus, and of the three Hocus Pocus themed palettes that Colourpop came out with, this one I think kind of feels the most like the movie. I was not doing makeup, I was not buying makeup, I was not involved in this whole scene at the time that this palette originally came out. So I was not aware of like all the hype around this one, but I've heard about it. I bought mine when they re-released the palette was that 2021? I think it must have been 2021, right? Whenever they came out with the second Hocus Pocus palette, and they brought this one back, that's when I got it. And, last year they came out with the Hocus Pocus 2 palette to go with the release of the new movie. I didn't end up getting that one. And honestly, I wasn't super thrilled with the second palette they came out with for the first movie either. But this one is pretty nice and I don't really use it enough. So I wanted to revisit this old classic, do a look. I kind of want to do the greens because I really don't use the greens in this palette, or I haven't so far. And so I want to just do like a green look. I know with this blush that I have on, it kind of feels more like I should do the kind of berry shade. But I'm going to try to focus on the greens. I do have a green highlighter on. Let me just quickly tell you what I have on my face since I'm talking about it. So for the blush, I used this beautiful palette from Patrick Ta. This is the new Holiday palette. And I used these two shades here. Those are the only ones that I've used so far from this palette, but they're really, really beautiful. I'm a little worried about how this is going to go over here for me. I don't know. I'm a little afraid that it's going to be too washed out looking, but I don't know. I gotta experiment with that. I wanted to do a dedicated video about this palette, but that was kind of why I bought it at the time that I did instead of like waiting for a sale or something. Well, I did get it on sale. I got like 15% off because I signed up for the Patrick Ta mailing list or whatever. So I got it at some discount, but at the time that I bought this was like, oh, I'm gonna play with this palette on the channel and it's gonna be good for the channel. But everything was kind of going wrong at that time, and I was also feeling sick, so I didn't end up having the time to do a dedicated video on this, and now I feel like it's a little bit too late. I might still do a video discussing this palette in the future, but these shadows, I haven't used them yet, but they get all in everything. Like, they make such a mess. I haven't taken the cover off of the mirror yet because it's just going to get super messy, but you might not be able to see, but those shadows get all over the mirror and everything, and they're like in the blushes. It's a little rough. I actually got some on my cheek. I think my highlighter is hiding it, but when I was applying the cream blush, somehow some of, I think this shade like got into the cream blush and then it got on my face. So, but then I did go over it with this. This is a gorgeous green highlighter that is so hard to open. It's a Supershock Highlighter from Colourpop, and it's, this gorgeous green. So that's what I have all over my face. This is from the Hocus Pocus 2 collab. It's called Find the Book. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they'll bring back, it's kind of late now, right? I was hoping that they would like re-wave some of the Hocus Pocus stuff from last year, because I thought about maybe this year I would grab the Hocus Pocus 2 palette, but whatever, it's a little late now. Oh, by the way, my outfit, I bought this top for the Renaissance Fair, and I wore it to the Renaissance Fair, but I had like a black, it's literally right here, because I was thinking about maybe putting it on as well, but I had like this on over it. But I feel like just this looks very kind of like colonial and kind of goes with the vibe that I'm aiming for today's video. Kind of trying to look like a character from the movie a little bit, Hocus Pocus. I guess I should stop ranting and actually get into doing the look, right? I think I'm going to start with the E45 from Sigma, and I kind of just want to start with Hello Salem in my crease. I'm just kind of taking it like this and kind of turning the brush and just trying to get it like on all sides of the brush. And I'm just gonna kind of almost like setting my crease with it. It's like the same shade as the base that I'm wearing actually, so maybe this isn't going to have a huge impact. I'm basically just setting the crease like I said. Okay, I mean, I guess if you look closely you can like kind of see it, but like kind of not really. I'm going to take, I want to kind of keep the eyes a little bit earthy, so let me take this shade called On Toast, and I'm going to deepen up my crease. I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of getting it all around. I'm just going to take it out here and just kind of blend it into that shade that I basically set my crease with. I don't have like a better like Halloween themed mirror, so I'm just using my Jurassic Park mirror. I hope you don't mind. Do you love this outfit? I love this cute little outfit that I have going on. I mean, my lower half, I literally just have sweatpants on. Like, ooh, I went in a little too hard there. A little too much. My gosh. A little bit much. But yeah, I'm literally wearing sweatpants on my lower half just because I wanted to be comfortable while I did this. But if I was to put on the pants that I bought for the Ren Fair, this would be like a whole little look. I definitely went in a little too hard on that side, so I gotta increase the intensity on the right. Just kind of bring it up a little. I'm also realizing that I took it down a little bit more on this side. I feel like I'm going into this with very little by way of like a plan, but I don't always go into a look with a plan. I kind of just want to see where it takes me. So that's going to be the crease. I think that it's quite nice. Just like a simple earthy brown crease to go with our grungy greens. Yeah, right? It's pretty cool. I'm going to take Bewitched on like the outer, probably like half of my lid now. I'm going to use my Singe EO2. So I think the person that really sold this palette to me back when I decided to get it was, well, I think it was a combination of Maddie ASMR, because she talked about the palette in one of her videos, as well as Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun. They both talked about the palette and how beautiful it was and how much they loved it, and they talked about all of the hype that surrounded it, and I totally get it. This really is a very nice kind of neutral palette with like little pops of fun color, without being like too bright and poppy. Why do I feel like the left eye is grabbing onto the powder a lot more? Like, I put the primer on at the same time on both eyes, but I feel like anytime I put anything down on this side, it's like BAM! Instant super pigment payoff. The first time that I heard about this palette was when I was watching Maddie ASMR. She was talking about, I think she was like going through her eyeshadow palette collection, and she was talking about this one. And I thought that it was nice, but I wasn't super into the neutrals at that time, so I wasn't like super in love with it, although I did love the packaging. Like, I thought that the Hocus Pocus theming and everything was so freaking cute, and I still love the packaging. Even though I don't use this palette super often, I mean, how could you not love this? This is like the outer packaging, and it's got like this cute picture, like cartoony picture of the Sanderson sisters in here. It's just so fun. So I'm going to take the EO5 from Singe, which is much smaller, and I'm going to take the black shade called I Call It a Bus, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and this is like one of those mattes with some glitters in it. I'm just going to bring it right out here, just to kind of add a little bit of the drama and intensity and depth. Do I want to take it up a little? Maybe I'll take it like this. And just kind of blend this area here. But yeah, I think that Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun was the one that really made me want to actually buy the palette. Like, at the time, it was discontinued, right? So I kind of had a little bit of that, like, FOMO, like, oh, I missed it, but like, oh, whatever, like, it's okay. Like, kind of telling myself, like, oh, it's just like a neutral palette. It's not that big of a deal. But then when it came back, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get that. And, you know, I think now that I like neutrals more, I can appreciate this palette just a little bit more. But, I mean, I did feel very attracted to, like, the berries and the red shadows in this. But like I said, I don't often do looks using the greens. I seem to have gotten some dark right there. I don't know what the heck happened there. I guess I gotta kind of blend the depth in further on the other side now. That's annoying. I'm literally just sitting here messing up everything. Like, have you seen me make a decision that I wasn't annoyed by in this video? Whatever, the look is still going to be cool regardless, but I just keep messing things up. I have those days sometimes where I just cannot stop messing up the makeup as I'm trying to do it. Ooh, so nice though. Grungy and green. I'm going to take the EO4 from Singe, which is like a flat, what do you call it? Like a shader brush, I guess. And I'm going to take Yabos, put it on my lid. As a kid, Hocus Pocus was definitely a favorite of mine. Like, I don't know, I like, even before, you know how the movie like wasn't super popular, and then it started getting played a lot on ABC Family, and that kind of made it more popular. Not to like sound like I'm trying to be hipster, but I literally, like, I loved this movie before that. Like, I loved this movie way back in the 90s when I was a kid. We used to like rent it, you know, back in the day when you would like rent movies from Blockbuster or whatever, like the local VHS rental place. We would like rent it, or sometimes it would be on TV. And I always loved this movie. I feel very witchy. I feel very Wicked Witch. I mean, maybe I'm a little more like nice witch. But I don't know. I just feel like this is a cute look so far. I kind of want to bring some of the berry elements to the under eye. So let's see if we can make that work for this look. And then, I don't know, that might be it. I think for my inner corner, I might cheat and use the highlighter. Where did it go? Oh, it's right. It's literally right here. I might use the highlighter on my inner corner just because, I don't know. There's not really anything in here that I want to use for my inner corner for this look. But we'll just see. We'll see how things go with the berries, and then we'll decide on the inner corner. I'm just kind of adding a little bit more of the brown shade here. Just kind of blend this out a tiny bit, because, I mean, maybe I'm nitpicking, but it just kind of looks a little bit darker out here on this side than it is on this side. I don't know, I guess I won't nitpick. With my Sigma E15, which is this nice flat brush that I should get more of because I really love the shape of this brush, I use it to like put shadow in my brows to make my brows look more full. I'm going to take Dead Man's Toe and I'm just going to run that along the lower lash line just to introduce that kind of berry flavor to the lower lash line. Gonna give a little bit of color. Gonna kind of maybe bring it together with the blush just a tiny bit. I feel like it also kind of brings it together with the lips a little bit. I have like that liner that I used in the last video, right? That bichette, whatever the hell, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it. I don't think it's a real word. But it's from Colourpop, and it's like this kind of berry, pinky red sort of a liner. And then I used, I don't remember what the name of it is, but I used like the kind of nudie pink liquid lipstick from NYX. It's this lip lingerie in the shade Undressed with an apostrophe instead of an E. Dramatic. Did that really shorten the word that much? You still had to type the apostrophe. Do I want to blend that out or do I want to kind of leave it like that? I don't know. I kind of want to take a little bit of Thackeray Binks as well, just to add a little bit of shine to the lower lash line. For some reason, I love a little bit of shine on the lower lash line. Should I take the same brush that I literally just put away? Let's hope that I don't regret this. I'm just going to take some of the shimmer. Just put it here. Kind of use it, I guess, to diffuse that shadow just a tiny bit. Shimmers are often very useful for like softening edges and stuff. Like if I'm ever having a really rough time with like my blend for like my under my brow, I'll just take a really light shimmer and just kind of cheat and use that because it kind of diffuses things really nicely. Okay, folks. Let me do I just really want to be sure that there's nothing else in this palette that I can use for my inner corner. I'm not going to use anything from the palette on my inner corner. I feel like the highlighter will be better. I need to clean my brushes so badly, you guys. Like so badly. I'm going to use, I have said this many times, but I have like a couple of brushes from Odin's Eye that don't have names. I'm just going to use like this kind of smaller one. I'm going to take some highlighter and just pop it right in here. Oh, this highlighter has like a fragrance to it because it's like the soul body highlighters. I hope that doesn't bother my eye. I didn't even think of that. Do you think I should take a little onto my brow bone area? It's not like necessary, but I'll just take a little, you know? Just a little bit. Add a little bit of that shimmer and shine. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm just going to finish off with my mascara, and hopefully I will not poke myself in the eye and ruin everything, because I do that more often than I would care to admit. I know you're supposed to like go on top of the lashes with your mascara, but anytime I do that, it always makes them clump together a little more. I like them to be very wisped out. I just want the mascara to make them just darker and a little bit longer and more prominent. The only reason that I even use mascara, honestly, is just to make my lashes a little bit more visible, because as I do more shadow, it makes the lashes themselves feel less prominent. And that's not what we want. Okay, my friends, I think that's it. I think it looks good. I think that all together with the little outfit and the cute little hat and everything, I think it looks good. I think it looks cute. I think it looks, you know, Hocus Pocus. And I hope that you like it. Should I have done a liner in the waterline? I don't really want to. I don't know. I don't want to make my eyes tear, so I'm not going to do that. But I hope that you like the look. I hope that you like the use of these greens. I'm going to be trying to bring you some more of these like Halloween palette videos. I'm filming this one on Monday, the week before Halloween, and I'm not sure when I'm going to post it. I'm planning on shaving my head like prior to Halloween. So if you're watching this and you're like, your head was shaved in the last video, it's because I'm probably going to be filming things out of order. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen this week. I don't know when you're going to be seeing this, but my intention is to upload it closer to Halloween. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it put you in the Halloween-y kind of mood. And I hope that it gave you some nostalgia, if not for the palette itself, then at least for, I don't know, Hocus Pocus. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will be seeing you again very, very soon. In the meantime, have a great week and happy Halloween. Peace.